What is up, everybody? It is your boy Zis Q back with another video, and today we're going to be talking Star Wars. And we seemingly have some news that Ray Park may return as Darth Maul, or Darth Maul's returning to Star Wars. So we're just going to get right into it, and without further ado, let's go. So, as some of you may or may not know, Ray Park is the person that plays the physical body of Darth Maul. And in the original film, The Phantom Menace, he also said the lines for it too. But later on in Star Wars The Clone Wars, they changed his voice actor. They had his voice actor changed to Sam Witwer, who now currently voices all of Maul's scenes and stuff like that. And Ray Park used to do the motion capture for him, like all the physical stuff, and they will put Sam Witwer's voice over that. But Sam Witwer is a phenomenal voice actor. Like, his voice just encaptures Maul, and it is just phenomenal. But Ray Park was fired for accidentally doing posting something that was very inappropriate. I'm not going to get into the details of it, but it was pretty bad, and it seems as if he's going to be returning to motion capture some other things as Maul. And Sam Witwer, he's never left. He's still Maul. He also voiced Maul in Solo, a Star Wars story. So you also have, that was his first, I guess you could say, live action appearance. So it's just a lot to take in right now, and I'm just gonna dissect and see what is going on, what this could include, and why they are bringing him back. Okay, this is coming courtesy of the website InsideTheMagic.com. It's like a Disney website. They talk all Disney. It's a pretty reputable source, so I'm just gonna see what they have to say about it. Often known as simply Maul, the Dathomirian villain was trained by Darth Sidious. Emperor Palpatine was absolutely deadly with the lightsaber, as Jedi Master Qui-Gon Jinn tragically discovered in the prequel trilogy. Obi Wan Kenobi was Jinn's Padawan, and his death, as a matter of fact, set off the series of events that arguably led to Anakin Skywalker becoming the Darth Vader. If Jinn hadn't died, leaving Kenobi as Skywalker's reluctant Jedi Master, there is at least theoretically a chance he wouldn't have turned to the dark side. Thus, Maul is more or less indirectly responsible for the rise of the Dark Lord. Now, with both McGregor and Christensen set to return in upcoming streaming show Obi Wan Kenobi, an original series, it seems that we may have also finally be getting more of Maul in the Star Wars universe. And to a certain degree, I do agree that if Maul had not killed Qui-Gon Jinn, I don't think that um I do not think that Anakin would have turned to the dark side, just because yes, their time was brief, but Qui-Gon Jinn's connection to Anakin was so strong, even for those few days that they spent together, that he looked up to him as a father. And some people forget that, and there's also been theories on what Qui-Gon would have done if he did train Anakin. And I also personally think that if he did train him, because the Jedi Council did not allow him to be trained by Qui-Gon Jinn, and they did not accept him into the order, I think Qui-Gon would have eventually left the order. And Qui-Gon Jinn, for those of you that did not know, was trained by Count Dooku, and their connection grew distant as the years came. But we never really got to see them interact outside of Legends continuity. There's no canon. There's not a lot of canon scenes in any TV shows or such where their relationship is displayed. But I can definitely tell that they grew distant, and he probably would have left the Jedi eventually, just like his master did, because at that time the Jedi were so clouded, and they were so they were so they didn't want to admit that there was a chance that the Sith were there. And when they finally had the chance to stop them, they instead just decided to not do anything. They decided to just just like they just wanted to stay there and not act upon their instincts. And even when they had multiple chances to stop them, they still did not do anything about that. And when you have all these opportunities, like going back rewatching Clone Wars, Rebels, well, not Rebels, but just seeing how close they came to figuring it out, and it just makes you it makes you view the Jedi in a different light, because they were never necessarily the good guys in the story. You know what I mean? And they also led to the downfall of Anakin, and it also started him on that path to going to the dark side, because they forced him upon they threw him upon Obi Wan Kenobi, who was at that time still very young and not ready to take on an apprentice. You know what I mean? He wasn't even a Jedi Knight yet, and yet they forced it upon him, and he was not ready to take on Anakin. And this one I read somewhere, this one dude said Obi-Wan was the brother that Anakin needed, but not the father figure that he needed. And Qui-Gon Jinn was that father figure. And ever since he died, he started to view Palpatine, as a father figure. And which is also part of why he fell to the dark side, because Palpatine kind of filled that gap in to where Qui-Gon left off, because even like later on in life, Anakin still looked up to Qui-Gon Jinn, and he viewed him in a high light. And the fact that even in a few days or so, he grew so close to Qui-Gon Jinn, and he looked up to him so highly, regarded him in such a high manner, just goes to show how, you know, how big of an impact Qui-Gon had it on his life, and how much he needed a father figure. And that's one of the other reasons why, he fell. And I think they may also talk about that in the Kenobi series that's going to be coming up. But basically, we're going back to the Ray Park. We're going to circle back. He posted a picture of a Maul headpiece that, and appears to be him in a dressing room. And of course, when he posted this, he said, "Meet me on Dathomir, Sith Life, TAO." And of course, this could be confirming that he will be returning as Darth Maul. He could be returning in the Obi Wan series, or maybe in the Mandalorian series, because you have Darth Talon, who is speculated to be a villain in the Mandalorian series, and Darth Talon was trained by Darth Maul, so he's definitely probably gonna make an appearance in that too. But as of right now, it's looking like we may see a return of Ray Park as Darth Maul. And in recent years, I feel like Darth Maul has been overused. Like, he's appeared in like every other Star Wars movie that you can think of, like in Solo, a Star Wars theory. Star Wars story. I feel like that was just a fan service cameo. And when you get too much of a good thing, it becomes a bad thing. And I think that's what's starting to ruin Maul's character for me, because he's being overused in Star Wars. And it just makes this galaxy look so much smaller. But we'll see. We also have some reports that he may return in some other Star Wars forms, but I think we can expect him to return in maybe the Mandalorian series or Ahsoka series, depending on where Darth Talon will appear, and probably even maybe even just mentioned in the Kenobi series. We may see a live action remake of his death with the confrontation between him and Obi Wan. That would be amazing. But until next time, y'all, Ziskew is out.